Now we are going to see the same way how to find here what is the angle between the head to head, tail to tail, and all. Now we are going to see how to add this vectors, like addition and subtraction of vectors. So please make it addition and subtraction of these vectors. So we are going to follow the method called as head tail method. What is the method name, everybody? We are going to follow head and tail method. Okay, so this is what is now addition and subtraction. So let us discuss. This is the main thing in our today's class. So all of you observe very carefully. I'll say one vector is 3 meters east. How much it is? 3 meters east. Understanding? And another vector is 4 meters north. All of you observe 4 meters north. Now I want to find the what is the displacement. That is what it is. So displacement. So how to find displacement? Anybody can tell me? Already I mentioned. What is the method name called as? What is the method name it is known as? Everybody.
Head to tail.
Head to tail method. So what we have to do? Starting
4 meter
tail
displacement.
of a first vector and head of a second vector, we have to make a join, and they will get a new line. So that is the actually the displacement shown by the body. So this is the tail of a first vector. Is it right or wrong? Everybody clear? All of you. So tail of a first vector, and another one is what? Head of a second vector. So if I join, so that is only will gives you what, guys?
5 meter.
It will give you the
Displacement.
Clear? So that is what. Now, next, let me take now. So all of you remember always. So if I draw a vector, so this is actually the tail. And what is this one? If I put an arrow here, what will become? It will become the head. And if I draw another vector here, this is the head of the vector. And what is this become? It will become the what? Tail. Understand? Then the displacement is equals to, all of you remember, or the resultant vector. Resultant vector, if you have noticed it, all of you, one vector tail and the last vector what? All of you, what is that? Answer is equals to, resultant vector is equals to one vector tail, that is the first vector. So one vector tail, and the next one is what? Last vector head. Last vector head. If it is more vectors, then last vector only. Understand, Rudreswa? That is what.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so that is what we have to do it. So how it will come? So I will join first vector tail and last vector head. So that is the resultant vector. Is it okay, guys? Everybody? Yes, please. Sir. So that is what. Now, for example, I'll say my first vector, all of you remember, you have to make head to tail and tail to head. Now, if you notice it, yeah, head to head and tail method. So my first vector is, this is the tail. It is 2 meters, and this is the head. And the second vector is, let me take, this is 3 meters, this is the tail, and this is the head. So what is the resultant vector here? Anybody? What is the resultant vector? All of you.
Tail to head.
A tail of a first vector, and the next one is what?
Head of the second vector.
Head of the second vector. So that is what you have to remember. Is it okay, everybody? Clear? Understood? All of you? Yes, yeah. So that is what you have to remember. Yes. So next, if you have noticed it. Next, for example, let me take now, this is what my first vector. Okay. And this is what my second vector. Clear, be very careful. This is what my second vector. So this is the first vector. So here is the head, and here is the what actually it is. Here is the tail. So next, so this is what my third vector. Okay. So CD. So this is the head of this one, and this is the also head. So here what will be there? Tail. So now you tell me, I want to know resultant vector. So what is the resultant vector? What will come? Everybody. So this is the A, B, and C. So now what is the resultant vector? Everybody. How it will comes? Tail of a first vector, and next one is what? Everybody. Head of a last vector. So if I join, yeah, directly if I join, so that is only will gives you what? Everybody?
A to D.
Understanding? So that is what it will give you resultant, or we can say it is actually a displacement. Is it okay, guys? Yes,
Yes,
please.
sir.
Yeah, that is what you have.
Yes, sir.
For those understand, yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, all of you remember that. Okay. Next, if I notice it, for example, so if I take one vector, one thing. So this is first vector 4 meters. All of you observe this question you have to solve A and it reaches to the point B and point B to C. It has been traveled 3 meters and again it has been reaches to the point D. Okay, which is equals to 4 meters and again it reaches to the point E, which is again equals to 3 meters. So this is the point D and this is the point C. So now I want what is the displacement from A to E? That's what is the question. So what is the displacement, everybody? If you want displacement means what we should do? All of you,
A to E.
we have to join first vector head, sorry, tail, and last vector what? Last
Head.
vector what? Yes,
Head.
please. Tail. So if I join first vector head and last vector tail, of course here touching, it may touch or may not touch, doesn't matter for us. So I'll try to draw straight line. So you can see, okay. So if I've taken first vector head and second vector what? So last vector tail. So
Head.
that is the actually what it is, everybody. That is actually the
Displacement.
displacement. Understanding? So let us see how to find the displacement. We have to count it. So first of all, so we know that AE is the displacement. We have found it. But this side, it has to be, if you want to find the displacement, we need to find the triangle. Is it yes or no, Rudreshwa? Clear? So
Yes, sir.
means we have to find the total distance. Now you check it. In a east direction, what is the total displacement done by the body? East direction, 4 plus 4. How much it
8
is?
meter.
Everybody,
8 meters.
8 meters. Next, towards the down, how much it has been displaced? Everybody, how much it
6
is?
meter.
6 meters. So that is what it is. And then this is the A and this is the C. So this is what, if you want to find it, of course, we know that this is a right angle triangle. So how to find it? Displacement is equals to all of you. Yes, please. So Pythagoras theorem, I will apply. AC square is equals to
10.
yes, please. AB square plus, let me take this is B, plus B square. Is it okay, guys? Everybody? So which is equals to how much?
Yes, sir.
8 square plus 6 square. So if I make AC is equals to root of, so AC is equals to 8 square means 64 plus 6 square means 36. So which is equals to root 100. So can you tell me what is the H is displacement, hypotenuse?
10
Hypotenuse
meter.
is equals to, so AC which is equals to how much ra? Root 100 means root 10 square. How much meters? What is the displacement done by the
10
body?
meter.
10 meters. Understand, everybody? Yes? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this is what you have to remember, all of you. So is there any doubt, anybody here? Please respond. Okay? Okay, Ra?
Yes, sir.
Now, so let us take one more thing I'll teach you. So observe very carefully. Now let me take one vector. This is the vector A. Okay, and this is the vector B. All of you observe very carefully. Now I want to find resultant vector. So can you tell me how to draw resultant vector? We all know, if I join, yes please, tail of a first vector and head of a what?
Head of
Head of
B.
a second vector. So that is what we used to call as resultant vector. Is it okay, Rudreshwar? Clear? Now, so
Sir.
another way also I can find. So can you tell me what is the parallel shift of B? Parallel shift of B means it will come in this side. Is it right or wrong, everybody? All of you respond.
Yes, sir.
Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
So that is what the parallel shift of B. So this is what parallel shift. What is to call? All of you, parallel shift of B. So let me take B dash. Next, can you tell me what is the parallel shift of A? Where it will comes? Parallel shift of A. Yes, please. So this is the parallel shift of A. Is it right or wrong, everybody? All of you accept it or not? All
Yes,
of you
sir.
respond. So that is the parallel shift of A. Is it right or wrong, Rudreshwa? So if this is, then this is the parallel shift. And if this is the parallel shift. Is it right or wrong? Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
sir.
this is what we can say parallel shift. And this is what the parallel shift of B. So now if you notice it, the parallel shift, the resultant is equals to, R is equals to parallel shift of B plus parallel shift of A. If I do it also, then by the time I will get the what? I'll get the resultant. When they are not right angle. Understand, Ra? Amma, understand, Amma? Everybody?
Yes, sir.
So if they
Yes.
are not right angle, if it is a right angle, then what is the parallel shift? Everybody, no necessity of parallel shift. Yes or no? Clear, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes. If it is a parallel, if it is a right angle, we can apply Pythagoras theorem to find the hypotenuse. If they are
Yes,
not parallel, if they are not right angle triangle, then you can see theta is more than 90. Then the parallel shift of the two vectors, if you extended them and if you add it, so that is only called as resultant vector. Clear, everybody? So for example, before also I have given one thing. So you might be notice it here. So here, this is the actually 2 meters and this is a 3 meters. They are not perpendicular to each other or right angle. So no right angle triangle is forming. So to find it hypotenuse. So in this case, how to find it? Parallel shift, everybody. Resultant is equals to, how to find? R is equals to, everybody. So I will do it what? I will find the parallel shift of first vector and I will find the parallel shift of what? I'll find the parallel shift of second vector.
Second vector.
It will give you the resultant vector. Is it okay, everybody? Understood or not? All of you? Yes.
yes, sir.
So that is what you have to remember. So this is how we will do addition and subtraction of vectors. So now we will make some questions now today's class, and then we will continue from there in the next class. So let us see how to add everything. So now, for example, let me start with the questions. All of you observe. So questions. So for example, we all knows that I will say this is what the vector. So we know that, for example, I'll mention here 5. So 5 is called as what? From tail. Tail is 5. 5 is indicating what? Everybody. It is indicating the magnitude, and this head is indicating what?
Direction.
Everybody. Yes, please. Head is indicating what?
Direction.
Direction. So can you tell me meaning of this? It is what direction actually? All of you. What direction it is? East direction. Yes or no?
East.
East, west, north, south. So this is towards east direction. So I will say, for example, the velocity of a person is 5 meter per second towards to what, guys?
East.
Towards to what? East. Clear? Understood?
East.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that is one. So let me take for example. So we all know vector means indicating that what? Only magnitude or both magnitude and direction? Everybody.
Both magnitude and direction.
Both magnitude and direction. So for example, if I say mass of a two bodies, one body is 5 kg, another body is 10 kg. So is it a vector addition? Is it a vector addition? Everybody? Is it called as vector addition, Pradosh? If I say mass of a first body is 5 kg and mass of the second body is 10 kg, then what is the resultant mass? Resultant mass means 10 plus 5, 15. But is it a vector addition? That is what my question.
No, sir.
No. Is it a vector addition? That is what my question. Everybody? Yes,
No,
please
sir.
respond.
No,
That is
sir.
what, so that is what you have to remember, because vector means what? It must have
Direction.
direction. Understanding? So that is what you have to remember. So for example, I'll say, so a man is traveling 3 meters east and 4 meters north. 4 meters north. Be very careful. So 4 meters north. So find the displacement. So what is the displacement? Anybody? Yes, please. So if I say, for example, so this is the vector, I will
5.
take it as a parallel. So this is the 3 meters and another vector is 4 meters. So now, so if I add the normally like normal, I will say like 5 kg sugar and 10 kg sugar. So which is equals to 15 kg. Is it right or wrong? Now same way they have given that 3 meter east and 4 meter north. So resultant is equals to 3 plus 7, which is equals to, sorry, 3 plus 4, which is equals to 7. Is it right, everybody? Is it right? Resultant
Sir,
is,
how?
yes. Is it right? I'm asking you, Rudreshwar, is it right?
No, sir.
No. So in this way, we cannot add the vectors because they are having a particular directions also. So they are not just numbers. So 3 meters east and 4 meters north. So in this case, we have to apply what rule? Head and tail method. Understanding? So means tail of a first vector and head of a last vector, we have to join it. So then if you see, we are no, this is very famous triangle. So if it is a 3 and this is the 4, then
5
what
meters.
is will come? Last chapter fully we have solved. Then hypotenuse is equal
5
to how much? All of
5.
hypotenuse is equal to how much, Ra? 5.
5 meters.
5.
5.
So 5 meters. So then what is the correct answer? 7 is correct or 5 is correct?
5.
5. Understand, everybody? So that is what you have to remember. Clear, everyone? So very, very important one. For example, if I say one vector is like this 3 meters. So vector is 3 meters and another vector is like this opposite direction. So which is equals to 4 meters. So can you tell me what is the resultant vector? Simply I will say 3 plus 4 which is equals to 7. Am I correct? Am I correct? No. Understanding? So because they are not the same direction. Do you all understand, Rudreswa? So they are not same direction. If it is the same direction, for example, if it is the same direction one, what is the resultant? Both are same. Then 3 meters plus the 4 meters, which is equals to how much? All of you. Yes, please.
7.
7 meters. Then here both are opposite direction. So opposite direction means we'll make what? This is 3 meters magnitude and this is 4 meters magnitude. So what is the resultant magnitude? I will say 3 plus 4 is equals to 1. Am I right? Am I right or wrong? 3 plus 4 is equals
Yes,
to.
sir.
Actually, it's not addition. So what is that? It is 3 plus 4 is equals to 1. Is it possible? This is correct or this is correct? Which is correct? If it is same direction, it is correct, 7 meters. But here is opposite direction. So what is the difference between these magnitudes? Everybody, how much it is?
1.
1.
One.
That is the meaning of 1. Understand, Laksha? If I am saying 3 plus 4 is equals to 1 means this is also correct. But when? When they are opposite. Understand, everybody? So opposite vectors
Yes,
and
sir.
different magnitudes. This is the magnitude of this vector is 3 meters. This is going towards the east. And magnitude of this vector is 4 meters. And this is moving towards the what, guys? Towards the west. Understanding? So the resultant magnitude between them, which is equals to 1, because they are opposite direction. Understand, Pradosh? Clear? Okay. If it is the same direction, it is addition. Then 3 plus 4 is equals to 7. It is correct. If it is opposite direction, then 3 plus 4 is equals to what? Everybody. 3 plus 4 is equals to. Yes, please. Respond. 3 plus 4 is
1 meter.
equals to 1. Understanding? Now here also, if I make 3 plus 4 is equals to 5. Is it right or wrong? 3 plus 4 is equals to 5. Is it right or wrong? 3 plus 4 is equals to 7
Yes,
or
sir.
3 plus 4 is equals to 5. Which is correct?
3 plus 4 equal to
3
5.
plus 4 is
4
equals
equal to
to
5.
5 because they are different directions. This is 3 meter east and this is 4 meters what? 4 meters north.
North.
The resultant one will be equals to always. Okay. Head of a first vector and tail of a what? Everybody. Tail of a
Last.
second vector.
Last
Last vector. Now here also same. Tail of a first vector and head of a second vector. So what is the resultant one? How much it is? Which is equals to
1 meter.
1 meter. Understand, Pradosh? No response at all. Can you able to catch it or not? Yes? That is. So now, if I say one vector is like this, that is 3 meters, and another vector is, this is, let me take 4 meters. Now the angle between them is 120. So now tell me, is it possible to apply the Pythagoras theorem in this case? Anybody? To find the resultant force or resultant vector. All of you? So if,
Parallel shift.
yeah, in this case, resultant, we cannot apply the Pythagoras theorem because angle between them, there is no right angle triangle. So what will apply? Here in this case, by these cases, what will happen? Pythagoras theorem is not applicable. So in this case, we have to go with the what? All of you? We have to go with the, yes, please. Respond. Head to head
Parallel shift.
method or parallel, that is what? So parallel shift method, we have to go with that. So that is what we people will discuss in our next class. That is what vector addition by using head and tail method and different methods what we are using for addition of vectors we'll discuss in our tomorrow's class. Is it okay, everybody? Yes, please. So vector
Okay.
addition, we are having so many methods. So
Yes,
whatever is convenient in exam, whatever they will ask, you have to make it. So vector addition. So basically we'll do, just now we have done one method. So that is the first method we used to called as head and tail method. Okay. Second method is called as parallelogram method. What is to call? Parallelogram method. And the third method is called as triangle law. So we will discuss each and every one and how to make it and all. So let us discuss now. In our today's class, we'll make it a head and tail method and we'll stop. After parallelogram method, we'll discuss. So first is head and tail method. So this is just now we practiced it. We are familiar with that only. So very simple it is. So head and tail method, you can see very simple. Join every next vector with the head of previous vector. What do we have to do here, everybody? Join Join every next vector. Every next vector with what, guys? With the head of
Previous.
Previous.
Previous
So that is
vector.
what we used to call as first method, head and tail method. So let us discuss it. So if you have taken. So what is the resultant vector? Answer always will come like join tail of first vector with the head of a last vector. So that will give you the resultant vector. So angle that is what vector A plus vector B, which is equals to resultant vector always. How it will come? Resultant. So resultant is equals to what we have to do, guys? Join tail of a
Tail of
first vector and another one is what? With the head of a
previous vector.
head of last vector. Understand? That is what we have to
Yes,
find
sir.
the understand, Rudreswa? Just now we have done the same thing. Understand? So
Yes,
I
sir.
have given you the two vectors. So two steps. This is the step one and this is the step two. So for example, I have given you 3 meters east plus 4 meters north. So I want to find what is the resultant vector. Everybody, what is your first step? Brothers, what happened? Not able to answer. Sai Karthik, can you hear me, brothers?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Tell me now, what is our first step here? If you see it, you will understand it. So we have to join head of a second vector with what? Sorry, tail of a second vector with what? Head of a
First vector.
first vector. So now 3 meters east. So I will draw first vector is this is 3 meters, 3 meters east. So now second vector. So this is the first vector 3 meters east and second vector is 4 meters north. So what is our first step, everybody? All of you observe. What is the first step? Join every next vector with the head of a previous vector. So that's all. So this is the first vector. So join second vector, join every next vector with the head of a previous vector. Means in the sense of, I'll bring the second vector and I will join like this. Is it right or wrong, guys? All of you? Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that is what 4 meters north. Now, I want to find resultant. How to find resultant, Laksha? What we have to do? Resultant is equals to join the tail of a first vector with the head of a last vector.
Last vector.
That's all. So I will take that first head of a first vector, sorry, tail of a first vector and head of a last vector. So that is only will gives you what? Everybody. That is only will
Resultant.
resultant vector. So what is the resultant vector? We all know. If this is the 3 and this is the 4, then what is the resultant vector? Yes, please.
5.
5.
5.
Understanding? So 3 plus 4 is not equals to what? Is not 7. So 3 plus 4, which is equals to how much, guys? 5.
Right.
Understood, Ara? Yes?
Yes.
Sir, sir, one doubt, sir.
Ask me, Rudresh.
Sir, if we are putting 4 meter north, sir,
Ah.
if we take 4 meter west means we have to join the head and head, sir.
Then no, bring it into the join in this side. Then total will become same direction. For example,
That
now
first
listen.
point we have written.
Now you see 3 meters east. You are asking. Now it is becoming what? Yes, please. Next vector is you are saying that 4 meters west. Is it right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So bring that vector and join this side. That's all. So clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
But first point we have written join with the head of the previous sector.
Join every next vector with the head of a previous vector. So then we have to join from here. So it is going from this only, head of a previous vector, then it will goes like this only. Then the resultant vector is how much? This is 3 meters and this is the 4 meters. 4 meters. The resultant vector will be how much? It is. Like
So,
before we have done correct. You can see like this. So like a parallel shift. So first vector is 3 meters like this. Is it okay, Rudreswa? And
yes,
head
sir.
of a second vector. So means from the head I will come like this. How many meters? 4 meters. Clear? West. Understood? Then what is the resultant
Yes,
vector? Head of a, this is for, tail of a first vector and head of a second vector. So what is the resultant? How much?
1 meter.
1 meter. Understood? Okay, Ra?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now, let me take now 3 vectors. So all of you observe 3 vectors. I will give you 3 newtons west and 3 newtons north and next 3 newtons east. Now you clear, you can get it. So now I want to find resultant vector. What is the resultant vector actually? A plus B plus C. Is it right or wrong? Everybody. Resultant vector is equals to A plus B plus C. Now, first vector. What is the first vector? Everybody verify it. What is the first vector? 3
3
meters
Newton.
west. Is it right? 3 newtons west. Is it okay, Rudreswa? Now, next,
Yes, sir.
second vector, 3 newtons north. Means where I should add? Here or here? Where I should add? At this point.
Head.
Head. So 3 newtons north. Next. Next, 3 newtons east. What is the 3 newtons east means? How much it is? Everybody. From this point, this is the 3 newtons. Is it right or wrong? Everybody, Laksha?
Yes, sir.
East. Now they are asking, what is the resultant one? So I want to find resultant. So what is the resultant? We have to find it. Very simple it is. Can you tell me? Join the tail of a what? Tail of a first vector and head of a
Second
last.
vector.
Last.
Yeah.
Last
The
vector.
tail of a last vector. So what is the resultant force? Anybody? All of you respond. How much it is? So resultant force is equals to A
3
plus B plus C, which is equals to 3 plus 3 plus 3, which is equals to how much?
3.
And also how much, Ra? Yes, please. 3 Newton.
3.
Understand everybody? Parallel shift. Is it okay, Rudreswa? Parallel shift, I made it here. Okay, ma? Everyone? Clear?
Yes, sir.
East, west, north, and south. So that is what you have to remember. Is it okay? Any doubt? Clear? So this is what we used to call as head and tail method. Very simple method. So what is the first step you have to remember? Join every next vector with the head of a previous vector. Next, resultant vector is equals to join tail of a first vector and next one what? With the head of a last vector. Head of a last vector. That's all. So you will get it. Vector addition, first method, that is what we used to call as head and tail method. Okay. So now for example, I will give you one vector is 5 meters. Next, second vector is I am joining through the head of a first vector. That is what second vector is also 5 meters. Now, I want to find it. What is the resultant vector? So what is the resultant vector? We all know, everybody. Join the tail of a first vector and head of a what?
Last.
Head of a
Last vector.
last vector. But here, we people cannot be. For example, it is making 5 meters. 5 meters east, it went. And then 5 meters at 60 degrees from east. From east. So means in the sense of, here what is the angle, Pradosh? What is the angle here? How much it is? 60 degrees. So now I want to find what is the resultant R. So in this case, is it possible to apply the head and tail method? Everybody? Is it possible to find the head and tail method? Respond. Yes, please. No. Clear? So
No,
in this case, head and tail method is not possible. So that is why by this case, we will use a method called as, what is that method called as?
parallel.
Going to use parallelogram law. So this law is actually is very simple. Just we'll extend it and we'll make the resultant like parallel shift we people will going to make and we are going to find the resultant force. That's all. It's nothing is there. Is it okay, everybody? Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
Very simple. For example,
sir.
the same question I will find it. So how to find it means, so we want to find the resultant force. So observe very carefully. I'll say. So what is the angle between them? Everybody? How much is the angle? Yes, please.
60.
Respond. 60 degrees. So I will make the parallel shift. This is the parallel shift of A. Is it a yes correct, Rudreshwa? Parallel shift of A, this one. Okay, wa? Yes, please. So this
Sir.
is 60 degrees. So what is the angle here? 60 degrees. Now I am taking A is equals to 5 meters. How much, guys? We all know 5 meters. How
East.
much? How much, Ra? East. Understand?
Yes.
So now with the 60 degrees angle, another one is also. That is also how much B vector is also. How much it is? 5 meters 60 degrees angle, again it is traveling with the east only.
Sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Now we want to find the resultant vector. So how to find the resultant vector means very simple. So I'll extend the parallel shift of this one. So how to make it parallel shift? So first let me make the parallel shift of this one. So parallel shift of this one means this is it right or wrong? Everybody accept it? Yes.
Yes, sir.
And parallel shift of this one. Parallel shift of this one means this is the parallel shift of this one. Is it right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
Then we know that resultant force is equals to this is the diagonal of that parallel shift. That is what the resultant force. So then R, always remember R is equals to diagonal of what one it is? Parallelogram. Understanding? Diagonal of a parallelogram from common point. Is it okay, everybody? So that is what we used to call as parallel shift method or parallelogram law, which we will discuss in our tomorrow's class, and we people will solve the questions related to that. Now, have you all understand head and tail method? Is it right or wrong? Everybody clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So if you understand head and tail method, then tomorrow we'll discuss parallel shift method and as well as what is the resultant force, and we'll solve some questions. And then after we are going to study the next concept, which is actually addition and subtraction of vectors. So how it will be neat, they will ask you, and what is going to be happen and all, we are going to make it. But a triangular law, we does not have anything in our class 11. So we don't need to worry about it. Only we will use a what method is a more popular method? Extending what? All of you. Parallelogram law is the most popular method. So which will almost take 2 days to study. So many questions we have and slowly we'll solve. And if you are very clear with this, then we'll go with that. And always remember, everybody, this is very important. If the two vectors are in the same direction, then what is the resultant vector? Suppose if the 3 and this is the 4, then what is the resultant vector? Which is equals to 7 meters. Okay. If the same two vectors are in opposite direction, understanding this is the towards to east and this is towards to west, then what is the resultant? Everybody?
1 meter.
1 meter.
1 meter.
That is you should remember. Understanding, everybody? So this is what very important. If you understand this, then we people will proceed from here. We'll continue in the next class. Okay. So this is very, very important one. Once if you understand this only, then the next concepts are also very, very easy. Once this chapter is like half of the chapter is regarding vector addition, vector subtraction, vector multiplication, these things only. Once this is over only, then we will get like mathematics operations, multiplication and division. First, addition and subtraction is only for so many things. Once if you are very clear with addition and subtraction, then we'll go with product. That is what vector products like dot product, cross product and all. Okay. So hope you all understand everything today's class, types of vectors and how to do the addition by using a head and tail method. Okay. So if you understand the head and tail method, then tomorrow we will study head and parallelogram law method. Okay, guys, all of you. Yeah. So okay. So with this, I'll stop. From here, we'll continue. We'll meet in tomorrow's class. Thank you, everybody.